What is up? It's your boy Anti-Matter with the Masters and the Manner and some shit. I don't know. Today we got another episode of The Collective where I interview artists from the greater Colorado area and shit. Yeah. If you didn't check out my interview last week with my boy Skeeve, definitely go check that shit out. Today I got my big bro. I'm gonna let him introduce himself here in a minute. I go back with this dude for a minute. Really big inspiration of mine. Super dope dude. I got a song with him. He's got music out that dropped today. It's gonna be a super dope interview, and I'm super hyped. So stay tuned. Let's go.
Well, hey, what's up, guys? My name is Big Brother Mack, man. I'm out here in Fort Collins, Colorado. I'm here with my little brother, Anti-Matter, man. I'm excited. I heard about him doing these interview things, and I had to get on here and show some love. What's up, Anti?
Hell yeah. What's up, big bro Mac, bro? It's so hyped. So good to have you on here, bro. I've been hyped to have you on here for a minute. I'm like getting so many words out of it. So hyped, bro. We got a track together, and you just got all kinds of music and all kinds of music in the works. You always be grinding, so I'm hyped to have you on today.
Didn't you know me before I made music?
Yes, I did.
Did you know me before I laid any music down, too, though?
I did, though. Dude. And, bro, it's so cool to see from the start to now because, like, through your whole journey, you've just nonstop put the work in, and it shows every step of the way.
I'm not getting any younger, man. I'm 32 years old.
Yeah, so you gotta be putting the work in. I feel it. I love it. I love the grind,
man. And for those of you guys that don't know, several of my first music videos were filmed, edited, and produced by my man's Anti right here. Save Me Someday, Daydreaming, My Addiction, and Forgive Me. All of those were filmed, and so the Daydreaming and Forgive Me were edited by me, but he sat there at IHOP with me and showed me how to do the editing on the iPhone. But yo, man, like, come on, man, this is all about like networking with the people you know and like helping uplift each other.
Absolutely.
So I've known Anti for a hot minute now, and watching him grow as well. Like I know I'm gonna say like I'm proud of this dude. Like he's come a long way himself, and yeah, you guys keep it up, man, because we've been grinding.
Hell yeah.
We've been grinding.
Hell yeah. Maybe I'll put a little clip of that at the end of the interview.
Yeah, dude, yeah, you got to.
That should go. All right, man, where are you from? Where are your roots?
That's funny you say that because my roots is from Hawaii. You know what I mean? Like, I was actually a white boy from Hawaii. I was called a Howley boy back in the day, but it was kind of rough growing up. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here playing no victim or nothing, but I mean, it definitely taught me a thing about looking at people for who they are and not for what skin color they got. Because I was picked on for being white. You know what I mean? I got segregated. But you know that was all just young buck stuff. And then I joined the Army when I got out. Did 9 years in the military. Got out in Colorado, and I started making music. You know, I went through some rough patches in life. You know, My Addiction, the song obviously stems from. I did fall out of the military into a very, very, just a horrible addiction.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, hey, let's just go get. No, it was like I was trying to escape myself. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I was completely clueless. And, it led to me being slave to the substance for several years. You know what I mean? And I ended up catching some charges too. They were just petty charges, but I ended up finally, buckling down and getting off of probation and just getting right. And music
doing
is
your
what
shit,
saved me, man. Yeah, music is what has got me, where I am today. So I'm pushing forward, to continue to give myself a chance at life. Like every song I put out there is another chapter, another segment of my life that I'm just putting in there. You'll never hear me flex, man. You'll never hear me talk. You'll never hear me swear either. And
which is awesome.
That's just the big bro. That's the big bro code, man. You know what I mean? Like I gotta separate myself from others because I'm not. One of my songs are coming out. Like what I say is, I'm not going to change for the mainstream. So make way and vacate. You know, I'm here to stay, and that's my saying right now. Here to stay. Is a home for all of us who feel like we never belong. So that's what here to stay movement's about, man.
Hell yeah, and I love that, man. That's really all inclusive and not more than just yourself, which is awesome.
Right, it's a family, man. You don't have to make music to be part of the family. Like the Here to Stay movement is about anybody that feels understood by my music or other artists that I'm going to bring into this movement as well. Which I know that right now, Casual Pharaoh, one of my friends out there, he's all about Here to Stay. Sarabi, Lioness Sarabi's part of it. M Dog, Matt.
Oh yeah.
Part of it as well. You know, we have a handful of people who are part of it, and I'm even getting people getting the tattoo. And like I say,
which I've seen.
Here to Stay. Yeah, people are already getting it, man. And like,
which is awesome.
If you're gonna get the Here to Stay tattoo, like that's love, man. That's
love.
You'll always have a seat at my table. You know what I mean? Because that means that this movement is more than just music. That means this movement is more than just a cloud of clout.
Yeah.
A cloud of clout. This is this is residence. You know what I mean? This is a piece of real estate
Yeah.
for all of us black sheep, misfits, misunderstood. Like there's no judgment in this group. There's no hate in this group. There's only love.
Yeah.
There's only help to lift each other up in this group. And you've been knowing, man. That's how Big Bro's been doing this since day
Hell
one.
yeah.
So
yes, sir.
that's what we're gonna keep doing.
Hell yeah. That's cool. That's funny you say Misunderstood. I got a song called Misunderstood. I'm recording.
Me and Michael got a song called Misunderstood too.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah. That's funny as fuck.
And you know what? That's okay. Because being misunderstood means you're unique.
Yeah, facts.
Unique New York.
Yeah. That's
you remember that?
Yeah, yep. Get a little warm up.
Anchorman. Was it Anchorman? I believe it was Anchorman.
How long you been making music, dude? And like, did you always like want to be a musician growing up as a kid or anything like that?
Actually, I originally wanted to be an actor. Jim Carrey was my my inspiration to take your hard times and turn them into a good time.
Yeah.
And as I continued to grow, I wanted to be a skateboarder. I'm never good at it. My mom was always enthusiastic about it. Just like, you know what I mean? My mom is one of my biggest inspirations. She wanted me to find where I fit in. And the last thing I would ever expect her to do is tell me, "You are a phenomenal rapper." My mom, this is my mom we're talking about, man. When she said they're going like, "Your music is going to help change not just your life, but other people's lives as well." I can already see it. I can hear it. I see it with the people that you spend time with, like people, you know what I mean? And it's very
that's
real.
What music's
so
about.
no, I didn't always want to be a musician. I always liked to write. I wrote several small stories back in the day, by myself in the basement. I'd write, poems. I'd write journal. One day I did take the Slim Shady instrumental I found on a CD. They had like a karaoke CD that we had back. Yeah, remember I'm 32, so I'm not old, but like we didn't have MP3s, and MP3 was the rich person thing. Little thumb drive. Hold on, do I have something that looks like it? Yeah, it almost looked like this little thumb drive, MP3 player. It's hard to believe that no one even has that anymore nowadays. You know what I mean?
Literally.
But I would sit there and listen on a CD player, these instrumentals. And when the Slim Shady thing came on, like I was just mad as heck one day, and I was just like, and I just started freestyling on it. And my friend, and I thought it was actually really terrible. My friends were like, "No, that was really good."
Yeah.
That was like the last I did of it. And then when I was in the military, I was hanging out with a couple homies, and we were sitting there just having a few beers and like by campfire. And then we just turned the beats on. We started freestyling, and I was like the only white boy there. You know what I mean? They're just like, "Damn, this white boy got flavor." And I was like, I'm self-conscious about it. I'm like, "Are you sure? Is that good?" I don't think it was like, "No, bro, you just work on that flow, and you got the message." I still didn't think, and this was like even 6 years prior to me even recording my first song, or 7 or 8 years prior. And one day, I finally decided to after hanging out with you and a group of other people, that I wanted to take a song that I had written and put over a beat and actually record it. Yeah. And that was the first time that I got introduced to Blitz out of Mount Olympus Studio. And shout out to Blitz, by the way, as well. That dude is a beast when it comes to engineering. He's inspired me to go to school for audio engineering and production here at Full Sail University, where I'm at right now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, like I started writing. I after that first, what the funny thing is, after Save Me Someday, I was like, how can I write anything else?
Yeah, I've been there.
I said so much in that song, and it wasn't even a rap song.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a rap song, dude. And I'm sitting there going like, how can I write anything else? Because everything was said.
Yeah, like you put like your all of your being into a song. That for me at the time, I felt at Baker Weather, I had the same thing. Like I'm like, how do I write something good after that? Like I feel like that's the best song I could have made. Like how do I get better? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's exactly how I felt, bro. And then back then came, and then back then was me more so writing about. It was a guideline on how to get away from me having past behavior thoughts, because I was sitting there thinking about, man, I really want to just go relapse. And then if you think about it, like the song back then, I'm sitting there living the past, I just can't get past it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just and that's how the song started. And like if you listen to the song, that's on all streaming platforms too. Like that song, it's still a upbeat, but it's a very me looking at myself in the mirror going, come on, man, you need to not have those thoughts.
Yeah.
And I found out that music really can help you steer away from these places that you were at in your life before and help sort of correct you. I'm sure you have a song out there when you like hit it on your playlist and you're like, that song finally makes sense. Like at the time, when I did Daydream, how much I hated it, dude. I hated it. I did not like it. Did not come out. I wanted it to be a rap song. It did not come out to be a rap song. It came out to be a very alternative, very heartfelt song. We made a music video to it at the skate park. But dude, sometimes when you put that song out, it may not make sense at the time.
No, yeah.
Wait a while, and then when it hits you just at that right moment, you're like, dang, that's why I wrote that.
Bro, a lot of
This is
bars, certain
beautiful.
bars hit me that way where I'm just like, where something I said that I genuinely thought I meant at the time, like I'll hear, and I'll hear it later at a later point in life, and it'll like click for me. It'll make way more sense. I'm like, it's like I was thinking about that before, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It'll
You
just
weren't
click for me, and
processing,
I'm
but you
just,
weren't,
yeah.
yeah, you weren't processing it like, there's a reason why I'm saying this.
Yes,
You would be
exactly. And then
self-conscious
you're
about it. You'd
like,
be self-conscious
wow.
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's really
Then
a
it comes out.
therapeutical thing.
Music, that's what music is for, man. Like, and I like using this analogy that if you look at an EKG and you see the beep, beep, you look at a sound wave. What is it? It's the exact same
Yeah.
thing. It's life, bro. It's ups and
Yeah.
downs. It's ups and downs. But here's the thing: it's a constant until it's not.
Yeah.
So live the constant. Keep pushing through until your time is done. Like I have a song out called "Letters" with Andrew and
Yeah.
it's Radio Ray now. It used to be Richard Ray. But in that song, I'm saying, when it's all said and done, when my time has finally come, will I be satisfied with all I did and all I've overcome? That was a very hard moment for me in my life when I was writing that. I felt so. I didn't feel alone because I have a lot of good people, but I felt, for whatever reason, I just felt like, the ultimate feeling of just doom is on its way. Like I feel like I'm gonna die, like a car crash, or just
Yes.
the it's yeah, just feeling like my time is coming. I need to put something out there right now.
Yeah.
That way, if it does come, I don't know why I was thinking this way. It was just a really hard time for me. But that way, I would have a letter out. The Letters EP all along is just almost like a collective of all my talent put into one EP, which is, believe it or
Yeah.
not, that EP was written in a month.
Yeah.
EP, and that wasn't even planned. I wrote it while I was on tour with Twista and Hayes and Troy,
Yeah.
and I wrote it while I was on tour with them. I was like, I just got to release this for the end of the year because for whatever reason, I just felt like doomsday was upon. I don't know, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's why I speak out my
Bro.
music, man, because I'm not all there all the time. Like I do
No,
have my
and
moments too. You know what I mean?
all of us do, bro, because like even when I like left a certain like, you know what I mean, like group
Yeah,
of people, and
I got you.
I at that time in my life, even after I like had gotten sober and was sober for a minute and I had my clear head, I still had this feeling in my head, and to this day, like honestly still do, like that I always gotta watch my back, and like that there's always gonna be like something out there waiting for me, like that I gotta look and worry about, and I hate that. You know what I mean? And
You know what
there's
you?
my days where
Yeah.
I'm not even giving a fuck. I'm in the moment and I'm living life, and I'm not worried. But then there's those days, you know what I mean, where that's in the back of my head, and maybe I'm a little too high and paranoid on take a little too many
Right.
dabs, and I'm just a little
Right.
paranoid, and I
Right.
just be literally like watching my back, like I don't just dumb stuff.
Dude, okay, so when I went to rehab, I'll be the first to admit that rehab is really good for people who have never been, if they feel like they need something else. Like not everybody needs rehab, but
Yeah,
I
but some
needed it.
people need it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the way that I chose to ingest the substance was a very very bad way, and so it is a thing called PAWS, PAWS, post acute withdrawal symptoms. And so I learned, and I know it's almost like we're on a Dr. Phil show all of a sudden, but post acute withdrawal symptoms are moments where you feel withdrawals to the point to where you start having the thoughts of the same thoughts you had before, which is paranoia. Because
Yeah.
some DOCs give you paranoia, and it could be over something simple like, I don't know, like, oh, you went and you nabbed a pair of chucks out of the All-Star store, and you think that they caught you on camera, they're building, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and your brain is such a powerful tool, such a powerful organ. It'll sit there and in some days it'll remind you, hey, you remember back when you did this? Remember back when you
Yeah.
did that? You know what I mean? And it's just, so yeah, the I get it. Like we have these moments where we'll fear, like, oh wow, we did. But you know what? The best way I've learned how to get over this, and this is just for me personally, I'm not religious at all, but I'm faithful.
Yeah.
God is my, God is, I pray about it and I just ask for relief from it, because I do know that the personal relationship I have with my higher power, which is God, is the one thing that got me out of the bullshit that I was in, part of my friends, but also he's been there to help guide me through my music career, and also give using me as sort of like an instrument to give inspiration to other people who are hurting as well. And like, whether it's giving them inspiration to keep writing music, give them inspiration to write music, give them inspiration to come back to writing music, and aside from music, maybe just give them inspiration to not give up, or not just say F it and just go off the deep end.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into details about the person, but I had a message sent to me one day saying, thank you for this specific song, Turning Point, because you gave me the voice that I felt like it wasn't too late to just get away from this bad situation and move out of state and start fresh somewhere. And like, just
Yeah.
To me, that's the biggest paycheck you can get, man. I don't care.
It's the only paycheck. That's the only paycheck.
That's the only paycheck, honestly.
Bro.
Like, commas cannot make that.
Yes.
They
really
know what I
can't.
mean? Like, there's no amount of commas that cannot change a person coming to you saying, inspired me.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that quote that says, your struggles and your trials, your tribulations one day will be someone's survival guide? And I took that to heart before I even made music. I didn't know what that meant, but it was just so there.
Yeah.
It was right, and it just kept beating me, saying like, you're there's a reason you're going through this. There's a reason that you are hurting. There's a reason you're struggling. And I didn't know it all led up to this right here to stay music, man. Like,
yeah.
And it's beautiful, dude. I couldn't be happier. I have my days still. We all do.
Yeah.
You know, we're human, but as long as you can just know that there is a purpose for all this, there's a vision that you have to put into your front view, and stop looking in the rear view because there ain't no one back there chasing you. Look forward.
Yeah.
Just what was that show? Like he says, visualize an attack. What was that? Visualize an attack. Visualize an attack. I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Visualize an attack. I think it might be Happy Gilmore where he's talking about putting. Visualize an attack.
Oh yes.
Anyway,
yes.
Yeah, so it's like that. You know, visualize how you want the ball to go and sink, and then attack. Because if you picture what you're trying to do going forward, that's what the vision is.
Yeah.
Now, doing the vision and going about the vision is not always going to be easy. But then again, whoever said anything in life was worth being easy. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
It'd be boring.
Yeah.
It'd be boring if you no flavor. But yeah, dude, it's
anything worth it has a surmountable pile of shit next to it that you got to step.
Dude, you ain't lying. You
Facts.
ain't lying.
Anything worth it, anything good, like any even closely and remotely resembling good, you got to step in some shit. It's just how it goes. It's worth it though.
How is it where you're at? Because up here in northern Colorado, with the weather changes that we keep getting, like I have allergies really bad. That's why I'm over here going.
Bro, I'm all over the place. Like I'm in Cripple Creek sometimes, but I'm all over the place. Honestly, sometimes out of state. You know what I mean? But when I am in Cripple Creek, I do get it very like stuffy like that for sure. Very like altitude, the whole time. You know what I mean? Very stuffy.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But you know what? Like we say, it's all part of the journey, right?
No, facts. Yeah, that's just how it goes. That's life.
I'd much rather be over here having allergies than over here, fiending to go get. You know what I mean?
10,000. 10,000.
Yeah. By the way, I need to send you an invite to come up and spend another weekend up here with me writing music and doing it. Because for those of you who don't know, when Anti was making the Save Me Someday music video, we came up here and we had a journey, and and we sat and and on a very personal level, me and him became really, really close. You know what I mean? Like we sat and we talked for hours and just had like a big bro, little bro sort of. It wasn't even an intervention. It was just talk. You know what I mean? And then after that, everything just became like, man, this dude is family for me the rest of my life. I don't even care. Like, you guys better show some love to my boy Anti over here. He's doing this.
Same to you, bro.
He's doing this for clout, man. He's doing this because he wants to give artists shout outs. This is where it all starts. You know what I mean?
Tell me how I had an artist last week ask me if I paid him for the interview.
Are you serious?
I'm so dead ass.
He asked you to pay him?
He didn't ask me after he asked the question, but he goes, so I get paid, right? So you pay me, right? I was like, I don't think that's how this works.
That's not how this works, man. This is girl. That's what I don't like. And I'm not hating on this person individually, but that's like a big problem with a lot of not just artists, but people. They feel like they're that level where it has to be money or nothing. And that's cool. Like,
it's not cool. I'm gonna say right now, it's not cool. Doing shit for money never works out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Making music or money off your music is gonna be it's something I definitely aspire for, but like nothing I'm like pushing for or like looking to do anytime soon. Like I do music because I like doing it. That's it. You know what I mean? If I make money off of doing it one day because I get good enough at it, because I do it enough, that'd be lit. But I'm in no way looking to go get money out of any of this anytime soon or like by any amount. It's literally, it's a passion. Like I like doing this shit. And like that's all it's about for me. So when people ask me, so do I get paid for this? I'm like, what the fuck do you think this shows me where your intentions are real quick, bud. I know how your interview is gonna go in about 5 seconds hearing that kind of question.
Right.
I'm just like
He's over here acting like he's on XXL and whatnot. I was like, no, bro, this is a family thing. Like, this is about us all coming together as indie, underrated, fucking, like, trying to get his part of my friends.
Just as humans, too. Like, I just like talking and hearing about your perspective and all these different people's perspectives of life. Like, I like hearing about it. It genuinely interests me and, like, seeing how other people go about things and how they think. And, like, I don't know, how maybe that could help me change my perspective and grow as a person. You know what I mean? Like maybe you say one thing that changes my perspective a little bit, and maybe somebody else says another thing, and like over time, that's
the
growth.
silver line.
And
That's the silver line behind encounters with people. You don't even have to be someone you know for the rest of your life. It could be someone you hold the door for at 7-Eleven. I've used this analogy. You hold the door at 7-Eleven, and because you held the door for them, and they were losing all hope in humanity, that everybody was just a bunch of assholes. Now this one moment, just because you decided, here, I have nothing in my other hand, I might as well hold the door for you because I see that you got a bunch of kids. Now at that very moment, you just changed their perspective on things, and it didn't even. And you may not see it, and you don't have to see it because it's not
small
for you
stuff.
to see. It's you doing your due diligence of being a good person, and to be a good person, you don't need to have a check sent to you in the mail, man. I'm telling you, like I say, you don't need commas to have. The commas don't make a difference.
A bar in the Misunderstood song. You don't need to lose your spine, or you don't gotta lose your spine to not be a piece of shit. Like you don't gotta be some pussy or like some like whatever the fuck you think it is to be a good, genuine, just decent person. Like it's not like manly or cool or like anything respectable to be a thug and mean to people or whatever the fuck. Like you don't gotta lose your spine to not be a piece of shit and just be a nice person.
Right. Now, do you remember my song "Take Two" off of "Back to the Attic"? And do you remember in "Take Two"? I said, here, I'm just gonna pull it. Sometimes I have to pull it up to remember what I said. Yeah. I said, "Take two, we're not slowing down. Just hear me out. The ground shakes all around. When I'm on the prowl, I grab the microphone. The fans start cheering when they hear my sound. I played a lot of shows. No one stuck around. I bought all my tickets just to hand them all out. But now I hear the crowd. No doubt we're moving and proving that this is a movement now. Like, that's because money has never mattered to me. I've handed my tickets out, and you feel like
I got ways to make money, bro. I build houses. Like I got my money on lock. I'm good.
I work full time.
Yeah, same. Like I'm good.
And I go to school full time. I have a girlfriend full time.
Yeah, like you're good.
Full time. Tell me why. Tell me why you need to get paid for something when you could be, grind and hustle until you get your spot, because everybody has a spot. As long as you keep grinding, you're gonna one day Anti's door is gonna knock and they're gonna say, hey, we wanna, or one day Here to Stay is gonna blow up to a label. I'm gonna bring Anti on, and next thing you know, we're getting paid to do this, not because it's a check, but because it's a profession now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and literally.
Like that's the goal. Here to Stay is a movement, but I want Here to Stay to become a record label one day. I don't want to. For those that don't know, I did actually turn down a label not too long ago.
Bro, fuck labels. I'm gonna be real. I want to be independent till the day I die. I will never sign a record label deal. I'm good. I don't care how much money or clout or whatever the fuck that's gonna take me in my career. This ain't about me or my career. This is about me having fun with the music. And like, I'd way rather do everything myself and own all of that. You know what I mean? That's my shit. Fuck.
One of the reasons why, I'll tell you what part of that contract it stated. It says that you will release, in the 2-year contract that we have, you will release 2 full-length albums for EPs, and they said we'll designate when you release those. We'll vet them before you release. I'm sitting there going,
yeah, I'm good. You're taking all the fun out of this.
It's not going to be, so I have to send you, like, the Poet wouldn't have dropped today if I was on the label. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it might not have dropped at all if they just decided they didn't like it.
Exactly. So that just goes to show that for all you independent artists just like us, like, before, if that door does ever knock, and it will, for an opportunity, take your time to look at the whole left side, because I had to get a friend of mine who has a friend who's a lawyer to kind of just help me kind of look it over. Because it's an exciting thing to know that you're getting somewhere.
It really is. That's a sign you're onto something.
You want to know what strength is? It's saying I'm good.
Yeah, no, and toughing it out and finding it on your own, or finding it the way you need to in your own head. You don't need to take no handouts from a label or from anybody, bro. Handouts and cheat codes. To me, a label, a record deal is a cheat code. That's a cheat code. You get handed out something earlier and they're like, cheat code. Nope, I'm good. Fuck out of here.
Cheat codes are for Grand Theft Auto, bro. That's it.
Yeah, like games, bro. Like
unless you're spawning like infinite health, infinite money. Like,
bro, even in video games, fuck cheat codes. Fuck cheat codes. Cheaters never prosper.
Grand Theft Auto is fun.
It is fun. It is fun for a minute. Yes.
You want to go run around San Andreas, but you all of a sudden, I got to get to the other side of town, but I don't want to drive, and you spawn a helicopter, and then you go. Bro, come on, like, that's when cheat codes are okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Literally that one instance.
That's it. And that's it.
Ain't worth it. Anything else, bro.
Forgiveness afterwards. After you use that cheat code, pray for forgiveness.
Yeah, facts. It's real life.
Do it.
Why do you make music, bro? At the end of the day. We've talked a lot about it.
I make music to give myself purpose. I make music to keep myself sane, because it's like an outlet, right? If you don't, if you don't clean out your gutters on the side of your house, I like using analogies. You already know this. If you don't clean out your gutters in your house, while the leaves, then when the snow comes and all that weight comes, the gutters are gonna fall. Like things are gonna, you got to go up there. You got to know when it's time to go spring clean a little bit. And spring cleaning for me is going, oh, hold on a second, I don't feel good. Let me go on to YouTube, find a beat, find
Yeah.
who it is,
Yo,
listen to
yeah.
the beat, feel this beat out. Next thing you know is if I could have it my way, and then that, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
because I'm so sick of feeling like I was, you know. And I said if I could have it my way, that song was written from me turning that label down, man.
Yeah.
And it's because. And it ain't anywhere near being ready to release it. It will come out eventually, so just know, y'all, my way will come out eventually. But yeah, no, dude, music has been a huge saving grace for me. It has done nothing but good for me. Now, granted, it has also given me stress because imagine sitting there trying to write a song and you can't finish it or it just doesn't sound the way you want it to sound, and you're just giving it all you got. But you know, it ain't 6 o'clock. I'm not giving it all I got. No, but you're giving it all you got, man. And it's just it ain't coming out the way you want it to. And here's my advice to you: sit down, walk away for a little bit.
Yeah,
Eventually
facts.
you'll come back to it.
No, yeah.
What song was it? It was Big Bro. Believe it or not, the song Big Bro, Beat No Beat. That was supposed to be a song that I wrote, and it was just gonna be me on it, and it was gonna be on my Back to the Attic EP. But I gave it time, and one day, Bino, you want on and on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
You just got an idea.
Bring,
Yeah.
That's all it was. I had the verses down. I just didn't know how to do the hook for this, and it wasn't even called Big Bro. It was called Eyes on Me.
Yeah, that's funny.
So don't be discouraged, artists, that if a song you're writing, because I mean I know that I'm not the only one that struggles with feeling like it's almost like pressure, right? Like you're like claustrophobic, like I got to get this out, and then you can't. Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to get it out right now. It's you and your time. It's not. You don't have to. You're not under no label. You're not under no timeline. Like it's up to you to release it whenever you want to release it. And if it hurts so bad to do that, go work out, go to the gym, go for a run, try a different song. But like, don't do what I do, which is sometimes sit down here. You can ask Caitlin, pull the hair out of my head, going, "Come on, man, this don't sound how I want it to."
Remember this thing I told you about a long time ago? Wow, sadly I was on drugs, probably 10 months sober, whatever. I told you this. There's a time management equation or some shit, some crazy shit. But it talks about just breaking stuff down into segments. Like, because if you sit here and try to write a song for 8 hours, I promise it's not going to be as good as if you try to write like 4 different songs in 8 hours and did like a chunk of each one of those songs and then came back later and just worked on chunks. You know what I mean? When you felt those emotions and when you felt the vibe and when you were ready or had an idea or found inspiration. Sometimes it just takes time. For me, it's like hard to sit down and bang. I can do it, but like it's hard for me to sit down and bang out a whole song in a session and like be totally happy with it and not ever want to overthink it. Like I just it's
when those do happen, you're like, oh yeah, that was awesome. Because I mean, Dial Tone and Avalanche, when I did those, bro, those were just smooth. Like I did both of those songs in 1 week, recorded them the same week. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. But then like all of a sudden I had a drought, bro, and I was like, and then State of Mind came, and then you know, and then yeah, dude, it's just don't rush yourself, because that's the one thing I find myself very guilty of.
Don't get burnt out
every single time. I'm rushing myself. I'm like over here. Yeah, you burn yourself out. You discourage yourself. You get mad at yourself.
And it's because you're putting that pressure. Exactly. You're putting pressure on yourself, like, to get something done. Like, no, calm down. Just have fun with it. Like, if you're not having fun right now, go do something else. Go play a video game. Go talk to your anything. Just anything for a minute. That's just how it goes.
Exactly.
What kind of values do you think you hold highly, bro?
My values is you know, my discipline.
Yeah.
The way that I approach my music, because I'm not sitting and you know, and I'm not, and I don't hate on people that do swear or talk about God, Bugattis and like bands and stuff. That's cool. I don't, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
And that's not how I roll. So I don't mind, but that's just not me. So I hold closely to me is the fact that my music is unique.
Yeah.
In its own way, because I'm not a teacher. I'm not a preacher. I'm also not a leecher, but I am a big brother, and that's I gained this big bro tag way before I was even making music, man. Because like a lot of people I would surround myself by, especially when I met Anti, you know, I was considered big bro, because like I would just come around, and it wasn't like I was over here trying to just spit wisdom just because I wanted to like get clout. Is I would come over and I would just say like, hey man, it's okay. I know you're going through this. And, like I would just give him sort of my perspective, not just him but other people as well. I would give my perspective on this is how I think this, that, and the third, and it worked. You know what I mean? It worked because it was genuine. It was genuine intentions behind me saying, hey, bro, like, this is the way that I went through that too. You know what I mean? I went through the exact same struggle back then, and I want you to know that it's not the end. And, like, you know what I mean? So the value behind me and my music is the fact that I'm willing to wear my trash into my microphone. I'm willing to say it how it is, disciplined. I'm willing to, you know, basically work with anybody too.
Yeah.
I'm not too great to feel like I can't work with just anybody, but I will turn down anybody who approaches me with a different energy or a vibe or feel. Because I had someone I've never even heard of come up say, "Yo, $100 for verse for me." I'm like, "All right, bro, I don't know who you are. I'll check your music out." But then I came back to him. I'm like, "Yo, bro, I appreciate your craft." I said, "But we're not gonna vibe together on a track because me and you, like, it'd be weird for me to sit there and go, take lessons learned from the depression that you burned through." And then he's over there going like, "Yeah, but these bitches and this clown," like, and it's like the same song, bro. Like, no, that's just it wasn't something that I felt like was gonna work.
Nah,
So
yeah.
I'm not afraid to turn down.
I've turned down quite a few people after working with a few people that there was a few people I was trying to be open minded with and work with, and it turns out like they just don't know what they're doing, or they're not really about it, or this or that,
Right,
and it's just like nothing was matching up to like the kind of time I was putting. And not even like I'm trying to be like have high standards or anything, just like kind of have a standard about what we should be doing, so we can actually work and be creative and have fun together working on something. And then like those exactly. And those couple of times I did that, it just didn't work out. So now like I just try to make sure it's with people I'm genuinely cool with, and like I can actually just be friendly with and vibe with. You know what I mean? Because it's not even about me writing a song with you. It's about me being able to vibe with you and have fun being creative with you. And if like we can write some shit and talk about some shit we both think about, you know what I mean? It's just fun.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're not having fun if you're feeling like it's forced and it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
So I do have part of what you're saying. What makes you? So I reach out to several artists I feel inspired by, and I want to make music with. And sometimes it's hard to get through to them, especially the bigger they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a couple in the works that I'm not going to mention names on because I haven't got no confirmation back on that yet. But I do have a recent confirmation from, if you guys know who Tasty Beats is. Tasty is the producer for Kasky. The entire Nobody album was produced by Tasty. They've dropped a new beat pack, and they said that everybody jump on this, let me know, and if whoever drops the illest track is gonna, get a free feeture. So I've been messaging Tasty back and forth, letting him know about who I am, what my craft is about, almost like an interview just on, and
networking.
Said that when they come to networking, and he says when he comes to Denver, he sent me a beat pack, and I found a beat I wanted to work with on. And I said, I guarantee you that I'm going to take first place on this. And I said, this isn't cocky. This is me saying I can already hear me and Kasky both on this track. And he gave me the number on how much it would cost to do the mix, master, and the recording with it. And I said, you know what? If I'm investing in my future, then like I said, money don't matter if it comes down to something that you're pushing for,
bro. So and again, like having fun with.
Look forward to. Sometime before the end of this year, Big Bro Mackk featuring Kasky on.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's good. That's big news. I wanted to share with you all right now because that's bigger to me than anything else. Because I've looked up to Kasky for a while. Me and him have the same relatability when it comes to talking about our struggles and talking about perseverance. And our messages. That's what we're talking about. Our messages are the same. I'm not going to go jump on gangster flipping track with him, but I will jump on there and talk about some real. What I've been learning and how I've made it through, and just being real. Because too many people
talking about your experiences.
Yeah, how many people out there that you hear, like, I think Blitz had mentioned something about once he'd call, or it was either him or someone else, he had said, he's like, don't you hate it when you hear your homie in there rapping about how he's got all these bands, but he says, hey, bro, can I pay you the rest of the studio time next week?
Like, nah, and that's what it is, bro.
He was just talking about how you have bands.
And all those people who talk like that and talk about shit they don't have and that's not real to them, all those people are also the people who, when you ask them, and I do these interviews with, are that you immediately see are in this for the money and in this for the clout and are in this not for the sake of music or for the sake of having fun. They're in it for the bitches and the clout and the fame and the money and everything they can gain off of what they're doing. Doing anything for that is never gonna work, and it's dumb. It makes you look stupid as fuck. So ingenuine.
It makes you look so stupid. And dang it. I think I forgot what I was going to say. By the way, you guys should definitely check out Durban Kush. It's an indica.
Hell yeah.
I'll just put it that way. Check out some Durban Kush indica. You can get it at Verts up here in Fort Collins. But by the way, shout out to Verts for being one of the best, most professional yet laid back and relatable dispensaries up here in Fort Collins. Which I heard Colorado Springs and down there is trying to open up recreational.
Yes, one of my friends actually is a petitioner who goes around and makes people petition stuff. One of those lot lizards. Yeah, one of those lot lizards. Bro, Bro, but he does it for recreational
Good.
marijuana in the Springs, and I guess they're pretty close to finishing it. Like a
Mine
very
was for
good close.
medical treatment.
That's his second one. So you must have worked for the same person. That's funny.
Yeah, it was I can't remember the name of it. I was only with him for like 2 days. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Dude, like 12 hours out there on the street trying to get people to sign off on it. And the majority of these people are like, I don't want to legalize drugs. I'm like, it's Cybacillin medical. It's been proven.
Bro,
to be
now they have them tell people. They literally tell the people that are going to do it. They tell them, don't tell people it's magic mushrooms. Just say it's a special treatment. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. We weren't supposed to say anything about it being medical or magical mushroom associated. Have you ever heard about the Colorado's push to help get rid of pharmaceuticals for depression and addiction and PTSD, and they're actually Cybacillin treatment. And this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
No, it is. I believe in this too. Yes.
We know this.
Yeah.
We know this.
I believe in mushrooms. I believe in magic mushrooms. Yeah.
And I do too. I don't believe. I'm a recovering addict, but I will never turn away. Because I don't use marijuana to get high. I don't use whatever I do.
No, very bro. Very different. Yes.
This helps me sleep. This helps me sleep. You know what I mean?
This gets me through my day and helps me not have anxiety and not think about all the other things I used to do and ever would want to. You know what I mean?
But we're professional enough not to do it on camera because we already know how that works, and so we're just saying that just take care of you. Find out what works for you. You know what I mean? And be open-minded. Be open-minded to other people, what they do as well. But I guess knowing with me, bro, you already knew we were gonna be jumping around to several different topics during one topic. That's just how I am. My manic mind, bro. If you haven't heard Diagnosis, go listen to it. That's a perfect example of what my brain does.
Just slaps.
For real. Slaps, bro. Just slaps. Yeah, no kidding. But I want to continue to make music for the rest of my life because not only, and I don't look for validation, but when my mom told me you found it, like that meant a whole different. That hit different for me. You know what I mean? My mom will never. She's the one that told me you'll never be a professional skateboarder.
Yeah. Early on, she was not telling you that out of like hate though. She was just being straight up.
My mama. Shout out to my mama. She's out there in Arizona. She's a 5-star award realty out there. She's like top of the notch when it comes to doing what she does. She's an inspiration to me. If I have to see my biggest inspiration, which I know you haven't asked that, or if you were, my biggest inspiration, honestly, is my mother, because she fought her own battles, and to where she is now, like it's just overall, it's a beautiful thing. And I remember FaceTiming you from her house on Christmas, and she said, "Thank you for directing that video for my son. It was really good."
Yeah, she was all sweet. That was really cool.
She's dope. She's dope, and I want to take you to Arizona with me, bro, sometime. So yeah, we'll plan something out.
Oh, yeah.
And then go to Mexico, because by the way, she's got venue slots in Mexico that she already has unlocked for me.
Oh, that's tight.
It's on the beach. It's
Point
on the beach. So if we can get together and get like a few of us, like we can get Bino out there, Hayes out there, we all just like go to plan a trip out to Arizona, and then we drive down to Mexico and we all just perform a big old a festival down there.
That'd be awesome.
And tell me the sky's not the limit. That's very gonna happen. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Details to follow in the coming years.
Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be awesome. What kind of legacy do you see yourself leaving behind?
Never too late. Never too late, man. It's never too late to turn a situation around. My legacy is proven that no matter how far away you've gone away from your path, it's never too late to turn around and go back and get back on it. And the thing you have to remember by doing that is don't do what other people say you should do. Do what your heart tells you to do. Sometimes don't listen to your brain all the time either, because your brain might say you know what I mean? But like follow the path that you just know. Like, have you ever just wanted to be something and you just felt like, you're looking at somebody who came out of being, military and the streets, and then becoming a rapper who went on tour with a well-known artist and is, putting well-known, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that, like, if I can do it, so can you. And I say that, and if all my shows, I have something to say to my people. And it's always like, hey, if just one of you was touched or understood or heard or felt motivated by one of my songs, any of them, or even just by what I'm saying now, then my job here is done. Because
literally,
I'm not here to have you guys have me crowd surfed. I'm not here to have you guys, throwing your bras on stage and stuff. And if you're gonna do that, throw double D on there, because my girl wears double D. But if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do something, do it out of full passion and love for what you're trying to do. And that's what I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? Like, it speaks for itself that I've bought almost all of my tickets. I've almost bought all my. Now, recently, I've had a lot of people actually buying them from me. But for the most part, in the beginning, it was really about that hustle of I'm not doing this for the money, so let me just buy out my tickets, give the promoter his
Yep,
cut,
and
keep
just
my
have
cut,
whatever
and then
people show
having
up.
a list of people on the door to show up, and for all the people at the door knows they paid for it, but they didn't. And now it sucks when only half of them show up or only a third of them show up, but at the same time, at least somebody showed up. You know
No,
what I mean?
and it's an experience. I feel like when you pay for a show, for me at least, like you're paying for a whole experience you get. Like I've performed 2 times. That shit is so fucking fun. Like I enjoy that. Yeah, and I would.
You've been right there. You've been right there as well, watching me perform, bro. Like
Yeah, multiple times.
my desktop, my big screen that's over here off to my right. If you, it shows you over here in the corner with your camera and your suspenders and your boat, bro. Dude, come on, like you have the illest drip, dude. I don't care. I'm over here
rocking the Paisley right now.
Dude, while I'm over here rocking plain stuff all the time, my boy Anta over here's got drip, dude. I don't even care. Like you try to drip as hard as he does. I guarantee you won't work.
Gotta stay sharp, bro.
It will not work.
Gotta stay sharp.
I was trying to look at my phone for a picture of when I took you to the barbershop one day, but I couldn't find it, so maybe it's for the best. But one day, boy Anti decided I want to get a haircut with you, big bro. So we go, and the look on his face looked like a child scared because watching all of those go away. I mean, he looked fly, bro, but like it was just a total transformation. But the look on his face was like this.
I was just, it was gnarly, bro. Because at the time, like, I felt like I needed to, like, somebody told me, like, if you want to see a change, if you want to see a change in yourself, you have to see a change on yourself, or something along those lines. And I was like, and then you asked me if I wanted to go get a haircut, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. Like, I'm ready for it. Fuck this shit.
I think I was joking. Like, I'm gonna go get a haircut. You just want to ride along, we can bullshit. And then as we pull to the park, I'm like, you want to get a haircut, bro? I'll pay for it.
I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you sure? I gave him 3 chances.
Yeah.
He couldn't blame me, and he was with it, so he committed. So hey, props to him, man. He committed to it. And you know what? It looked fresh on him.
I needed that change too.
The long hair, yeah, you needed that change, but now bringing the whole long hair look back thing, man. It's almost like me. I was about to shave my beard, and I realized Caitlin's like, "Don't you do it."
Yeah.
She's like, you're big bro Mac. Like, you take that off, you're gonna look like babyface Mac if you do that. No, it would take away everything.
She said, "Baby bro Mac."
This is signature. It's a signature.
It is.
Bro Mac.
It truly is.
I mean, the throat tattoos.
Yes.
Me being 6'4", for those of you who haven't met me, I'm like 6'4".
Nah, for real, this fool towers over you. I feel like I'm pretty tall, and this fool, yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
Off stage sometimes, yeah. Man, I'll get off stage sometimes to come talk to the people. You know, that's one of my things I like to do too, especially during sentiment songs. If given a chance to, I'll get off the stage and like I just still tower over people. But then that's just like the big bro vibe right there, man. You have big bro. Like I don't need to be crowd served. I'll walk around with you and I'll talk to you. I'll put my arm around to you. If any of you were at the Antero Hall show last September when Troy Good did his contest to put the city on the Jeezy, I got second place on my first contest, but I got off the stage and I walked around. I did Turning Point and I talked to people during that song. And like out of all the people that were there, I believe the only reason why I didn't win this, and I cannot confirm or deny, nor will I ask for any confirmation or deny, is my music and Jeezy's music just don't really clash like that. So you know what I mean? Like, so I think that the guy who did better in that sense got the first place, and I got second place just because of my actual raw talent towards what I do here. So, and I'm cool with it. Hey, I just wanted to show up and compete, man. I wasn't even caring about winning. But when I heard second place, so they said third place name, I'm like, okay, second place Mac. I was like, dude, I'm even happy I got.
I'm happy I placed.
At 15 people, you're telling me Big Bro Mac, who ain't even like anybody else out here, got second.
Yeah.
Place. You know what that tells me? Got first place, bro, but like we can't, like we gotta send someone that's more like Jeezy style off to I'm like, I get it, that's politics, I don't care about it. I went out there and I gave it all I got, dude. I was before 6 o'clock too, and that was good.
That's just all awesome. Yeah, you know you did your best. You went up there and did your shit. That's all it's about.
It's all it's about, man. It's all it's about, man. For sure.
What is good?
Back on the stage again.
Yeah, bro, for real. That shit'll be fun. Second half of this year, I'm trying to go hard performance, so we'll have to link up on some shit for surely.
Yes, grind. Especially if you're like doing a show and you want me to come out there and do my feature.
Oh yeah, you know we got to do grinding. Like that's definitely gonna be a thing. That shit slap. Yeah, for sure.
Dude, we got to. Don't be sleeping on the greatest or waiting to walk through the gate, showing up. I'm making a statement.
Yo, like bro, I've been listening to it so much. It goes.
Dude, it goes hard.
It does. What's a good piece of advice you would give to a fellow or up and coming artist?
Quit. Don't be hard on yourself. Like, I'm going to give you a couple pieces of advice because I can't just give you that one. But don't quit the first one because you're the only person that can stop yourself from getting where you're trying to get to. I don't know why I keep looking at the microphone, but believe in yourself. you know, even in the hardest times, that's when you're about to come out of like a growth period. You're about to enter a growth period if you were being hard on yourself. Because I can tell you right now, I told him after like while I was making DOA, I was like, I don't think I got anything else after this. I saw him raise his hand. What's up, bud?
That's the second interview he's photo bombed with his pod, bro. That's why I put him down there before. I was like, come up here,
funny.
no problem. He all, fucking
You guys can't see
motherfucker.
him, but my boy's back there on the couch. Trying to take
He looked over. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. You guys can see him. But yeah, no. Yeah, don't quit. Believe in yourself. One piece of advice that I give in my song "Echo" was here. Let me just pull it up because like I'm not gonna lie, I'm baked right now, and I want to make sure I want to make sure I say this right. Um, Give me 1 second. Do 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 do. Because like I know what the rest of it is. I just don't remember what the first part of it is. That's how you know you have too many songs when some of them are like just to say off the top of your head. You're just like, what was that?
Yeah, I feel
Off of my most recent EP is called Echo. Oh shit, I don't even have the lyrics synced to that. So let me just go ahead and search it real quick. It says, I'm saying it's going to be okay. We got to believe it, though, that no matter what we're facing, there's a light at the end of the tunnel waiting for us to show up and say that we made it through all the times of bending, but we didn't break, did we? I'll slow it down. I'm saying it's going to be okay. We got to believe it, though, that no matter what we're facing, there is a light at the end of the tunnel waiting for us to show up and say that we made it through all of the times of bending. We didn't break, did we? That's the best piece of advice I can give you right there. Is you have to believe in yourself. Everything in that, dude. I felt like I was like the next like best poet. Like that's why I consider myself the poet now because after writing that piece right there, I was like, dude, that is the best piece of advice I can possibly give. And that song "Echo" was a very, I don't want to say it's depressing, but it's a very personal song where you know sometimes you feel like you only got you, even if you're in a crowd full of people, you feel like you're the only person there because like you feel misunderstood. You know what I mean? That's what makes the music so real. But that right there. Like that's the best piece of advice I can give you is believe in yourself. Don't give up and believe that there is a purpose. There's a reason why you're going through a good time. There's a reason why you're going through a bad time. There's a reason you met him. There's a reason that you met her. There's a reason you're not with them no more. Whether it's a group of people you used to be with or not, there's lessons to be learned in everything and every encounter. And it's not about, don't ever wish, God, I wish that never happened. I mean, in certain situations, I'm not going to desensitize certain things that I wish didn't happen to some people. But in like, let's say, you know, if you met a wrong person, you got hooked on drugs, like that type of situation, or if you had a relationship and then you know you got cheated on or whatever, and then things broke off. Don't regret those moments because those moments teach you things. You know what I mean? Those moments will teach you how to love yourself more and how to, you know, you got to look in the mirror and you got to challenge yourself every day. And like I'm definitely that person that does, and it's a hard thing to do. It's a very hard thing to do, especially when you're having a hard day. I'm far from perfect, but I'm working always, you know, and that's the best thing you can do. Is I'm always gonna keep it real with you. I'm never gonna sugarcoat it and say, "Oh, it gets easier," because it doesn't. If anything, it's gonna
yeah, it's
but
just
the thing
gonna
is,
get harder.
you can
real.
get stronger, but you can get stronger though. It
Exactly.
may get harder, but you got to get stronger. And once you get stronger, you start to see that you know you believe in yourself more, and believing in yourself is like a whole new animal of self help. For real,
it is. It really is.
I felt like I heard violins playing in the background while I was saying all that.
It should have been.
You already knew what it was going to be about bringing me on, man.
Yeah. What kind of role do you want to play in the music industry, in general?
I want to be the poet. I want to be the voice of the people who, you know, who it ain't something you hear in the club, but it's definitely something that if you're, you know, having a certain type of day and you just throw your shuffle on and then all of a sudden Big Bro Matt comes on, you just feel pumped because you hear me speaking to your heart.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something that, you know, girls are shaking their butts to and stuff. I mean, you never know. You never
He
know.
said you never know.
You never, but, way too many buts. Okay. You know, my music is made personal. It's made personally for you.
Yeah.
For me, it's for you. It's for whoever listens to it at that right. The way that I see it is that my music is exactly where it needs to be heard at that right time, no matter what. I could be sitting there looking at Spotify for artists. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for artists that don't have it, go get Spotify for artists if you don't. You know what I mean? You pull up Spotify for artists. Mine says I have one person listening right now, right? Oh, it's 0 now. It did say 1 when I pulled it up. But sometimes that's all it takes is one. That was funny. Sometimes that's all I need is just to see that one person. Just that one person. I'm happy, and I'll be happy. I've seen 10 on there before. But I don't need to see 3,000 people listen. Bro, as long as one person is listening at some point, at that point, I can sit there and smile and go, yo, somebody's listening to Big Bro Mackk, right? And that's all I need. I just need that one person, man. Just that one person. If there's nobody listening, that means nobody needs to hear me yet. But then whenever that one person hits, it'll just be random. I'll just pull it up and be like, let me just look and see real quick. And then when it shows, it'll say one person listening. I'm like, oh man, that's just.
Yeah, like that's awesome.
The message is being spread. It could be someone I've never heard of before. It could be one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Shoot, it could be someone. It could be my next door neighbor, and they don't even know about it. You know what I mean? Just listening to me, and that's the nice thing about it is I'm not creeper stalking my own Spotify, but like sometimes I go and see who's with the vibe right now. I wish iTunes would do that, bro. I wish iTunes would give you the
stats
right now.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
By the way, we're almost to with. Oh yeah, you asked me a while back when did I start making music. I didn't answer that. So I started making music October 2020, so it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And for Spotify, not Spotify, but for Apple right now, I'm closing in on 7.4 thousand streams. So I'm trying to get to that 10,000 milestone. But even then, like, I don't care how fast we get there. It's nice to see that's how many times like my music is reaching someone's ear.
It really is.
You know what I mean? And it tells you all the dynamics of like, did they fully listen to it? Did they listen to half of it? Did they skip it?
Yeah.
And and believe it or not, 64% played the whole thing through, while 30% of it, listened halfway, and then another like 20% like skips right through. And that's okay.
Yeah.
You know what? You may not be ready to hear me now, but give it a couple years or another couple months or something, and one day when you're just sitting there listening, all of a sudden you hear that song. Save Me Someday, you're gonna be like, dang, because that was the hit, dude. Save Me Someday was the hit when everybody felt, especially because I was in a sober home when I did that, and like everyone in my sober home, dude. Like I'm telling you, when I tell you that everybody had that as their ringtone, everybody had that as their, and also the first place I ever performed was at my sober home.
Yeah.
In July 2021 or January 2021, New Year's, I had all the sober home tenants from all the residents, the other houses come out, and I performed, and I did that a couple times. So it's nice to know, to look back and remember where you started, and I'll never forget the opportunity that my sober home management gave me to just perform. Where else do you hear about that happening? Letting somebody who's an aspiring artist, like the Grit Grounds, anybody out there in Colorado who needs a good sober home to go to, I'm not afraid to say it right now. The Grit Grounds is the place to go. That saved a lot of people. And I'm a walking testimony of that chance they gave me. If it wasn't for the sober home, I may not have had a chance to sit down and be able to find myself and make music. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's to re-answer that question you asked about 15 minutes ago about where I started.
Heck yeah. Lastly, what makes you the greatest artist out there?
I'm not the greatest artist out there, but I'm the greatest me out there. Like, there's no one else that'll ever be Mackk.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their foot in the door on, what makes them great, what makes them so good at their craft. And I'm saying as humbly as possible that I will never be the greatest, but when it comes to being me, no one will ever be a better me than me. No one will ever be able to be Mackk except for Mackk.
Truly.
And that's just the way I want it to be. I don't want this, and I appreciate the question, but I don't think that anybody out there should try to, be the best you. If you want to be the best ever, that's cool, but you have to understand to be the best ever, that means you got to backdoor people, you have to step on people, you have to do things that may be out of your character to be the best, I guess. And that'll never be me. I will never push somebody below me just to be the best, because that's not my code, man.
Yeah.
I believe I'm the best me. I believe I'm the best me. There's no other poet like me on the microphone like me, but but it doesn't mean I settle. It means I got to keep working. I mean, I'm sitting over here working on the Lost Poet album, which I might have to push back another year just because I want this to be so good. And because and I gave you guys a drop today, by the way, a sneak peek of the album, what it's going to be. The Poet featuring Mixed by Blitz on all platforms now. That's everywhere. It's definitely an evolution. It's growth. It's change. And if you guys like them hard hitting cinematics with great delivery, I mean, just the energy I bring to this song is a whole lot different than because I'm a monotone person, and some of my songs I tend to just I just speak it. But this one, man, I'm ripping my hair out of my head going crazy.
Really going hard, and it's intense. I like it.
Go off and Blitz goes off. Like, okay, so I
Both
go off
do.
and Blitz brings this whole different energy to it where it's just like super. Because if you guys have heard Medicine, he has that real deep, demonic sort of. He switches it up on this one where he actually going back to the attic again. This time. And the fact that he said that too in his verse. Back to the Attic was my second EP I made, and when he says going back to the attic again, this time I brought a friend. I'm just going, like, when I heard that verse, I'm like, bro, that's love. Like, you sitting there saying, you're not, he's like, Mackk, you're not going back to the attic alone. I'm going with you this time. We're going to go write the Lost Poet together. Like, I'm like,
hell yeah.
So shout out to Blitz, man. The Mount Olympus studio, all of them out there, man.
Hell yeah. He hooks it up.
I'm the best me, though. That's all I got to say. I'm the best me.
Hell yeah. I really appreciate that, sir.
Absolutely.
What all do you have in the works?
You just call me sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Even my friends,
oh,
bro,
man.
sir is a term of respect. It's a term of respect.
I know. What I tell you since day one, there. No,
Nah, it's a
playing,
term of
I'm playing
respect.
with you, bro.
You know.
So being that ex-military, when you call someone sir who was not an officer, they tend to like to jump on your ass just for fun. Anyway, so what have I got in the works right now? All right, I'll tell you guys. So, I'm switching it up a little bit. I got a song called "Fact of the Matter" featuring Lioness Sarabi that we're working on right now. I got "My Way," which I'm working on as well. It's my statement to standing up for yourself and not just crumbling because you hear commas or something, you know, about that label thing I was talking about. And if you guys know who Nif is, I got a couple songs coming out with him here real soon. There's one called "Look at Me Now," and when we got off here, I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to share that with you before after offline. I want to share.
Yeah, bet.
I got another one called "Road to Recovery," which is sort of like a sequel to "My Addiction."
Okay. Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then let's see, what other ones do I have? One called "The Sheep."
Okay.
One called "First Fight." And then I actually have something on an EP that it's an idea right now. It's called "The Confidential Journal," where this will not be available on any streaming platform. You'll have to directly come to me for it because I'm going to go off. It means I'm not going to hold back on my whole disciplinary, not flexing, not cussing. Like, I might actually just go out and start attacking people on the mic, and it's going to be confidential. I don't need it.
I love this idea. This fool said, you're going to have to come to me for it because I'm going to talk some shit on this fucking... Yo, you know, I love that. I love that.
I can see
you got me inspired a little bit. That's kind of cool. All right.
Hey, think about it. So Big Bro's got a code. You don't swear, you don't flex, and that's just how he keeps it. But you can find me on all streaming platforms. The Confidential Journal comes out. You have to email me personally. And then if I don't know you personally, I'm gonna charge you money to come listen to it. But even then, I still think I might even just keep it to where just my closest friends can listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna put this on you, nowhere, because you want to know why? Because then it's not like I'm being sneaky about my code, but it's just more so, hey, homies, you guys have watched me be disciplined this whole time. I'm gonna drop a 5.
Sometimes you gotta let some shit out behind the doors, behind closed doors. Yeah, respectfully.
Exactly. I plan on doing another if I had a verse on mixtape. If y'all have heard my "When I Grow Up" verse on NF's song, I plan on doing a couple more on NF's, a couple on Hobson's, a couple on Tech, a couple, you know what I mean? And it's non-profit. I'm not going to put it on any streaming platform because obviously I don't own any of it, but I'll put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
As a for non-profit reasons.
Yeah.
And then I have where's it at? I think Lost Poet album I'm working on. The entire album is going to be produced by Trunks.
Hell yeah.
And then I have an EP I'm working on called "Me and My Friends." And it's going to be nothing but just collaborations. It's going to be like me and Anti on one song, me, Anti, and Bino on one song, me, Bino, and Hayes on one song, me, Hayes, Bino, Anti on one song, me, Blitz, Anti. You know what I mean? And it's never going to be just one song of just me. It's going to have me and somebody I have with me. You know what I mean? I've already been asking artists to jump on this with me. I think I have Daniel Maines wanting to jump on there. I think he said he wanted to. I'm going to see if I can't get Troy in there too as well. But you know, I'm going to create like an 8-track, and I know EPs are supposed to be less than 30 minutes, but it's gonna be like an 8-track EP with just 8 different artists.
Hell yeah.
Or all of us, something like a cipher. It could be like a big old cipher too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's something in the works just to sort of help continue to get us collective artists out there, know, as a family, sort of put out there, and you know. I already called the EP "My Friends and Family Project," and then just have, you know, my friends / family project, because, you know, friends, family, that's what you guys are to me.
Yeah.
And just have like the dopest artists in Colorado, like Hall Mankey, bring with the Sarge. I talked to Sarge too, bringing all, you know, Blitz, you know, bringing Black P back on, you know, just bringing a whole bunch of people. And I have somebody up here named Milo. He's up here in Fort Collins. I want to get him on something. And then I had an idea for a track because one of my homies out here who plays guitar. His name is Onyx. He's with the Human Complex Project. He's a heavy death metal band.
Awesome.
I was like, bro, how about we do something like how MGK and Avenged Sevenfold did, the whole "Save Me" song?
Yeah.
They have like the guitar and like dude. I was like, how about I collaborate with your band and like we come together? And
that'd be sick.
College kid. I even had, my biggest fan base right now in Fort Collins is the college too, because as a security guard out here, I go around and knock on doors with music too loud, and I say, hey man, if you're gonna be bumping music, you better be bumping Big Bro Mackk, and I give them my business card. And I'm telling you, my audience has grown exponentially. I'll be walking through the college at night, and I'll say, hey, is that Mackk? I'm like, Big Bro Mackk? Everybody knows who I am out here.
Hell yeah.
I'm a big bro, not just the music, but also on campus as a security guard, you know, just make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Everybody's, taken care of. So I'm paying forward every which way.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I appreciate you taking the time for this today. Have been my third official collective interview. Bro, I'm really happy you got to be on here. I'm just glad to have you as a homie, as a friend, bro. You're a real genuine dude. I appreciate you.
You're my brother, man. You're beyond the friendship thing. You're stuck with me for life. Like, and I've told you that many a times in the past, even times that I've been mad at you. I'm like, look, bro, I may be mad, but I love you to death. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you, and that's still a fact. I mean, I watched you grow from when I first met you. We both have grown since we first met each other, but just you specifically, dude. Like, and I'm saying out of everybody I've known, like, you remind me a lot of me. You pulled yourself out of a situation. You wanted better for yourself. You closed doors that did not need to be open no more, and you opened new doors. And bro, you are God, dude. Like, when I say I'm proud of you, like I mean that. Like, everybody, like, if when you're watching this, man, just for a quick second, I just wanted to give my boy, like, if you know him the way I knew him, you would know that this dude has really turned everything around to just be who he is today. So that's nothing but love from your big bro Mack, man, and from Connor and his family here too. You know what I mean? Like, we were just talking about you the other day, and we want to bring you up here and have a camping trip and just like let's just
That'd
vibe,
be awesome.
Dude. Vibe. So and that needs to happen this summer, and it needs to happen.
Yeah,
and then, I want to plan something for either this summer or next summer, where we just get together all these dope ass artists, and we go out in the mountains with these big Bluetooth speakers, and we just have a cipher. We just go out there and bring hell pot.
That'd be sick.
All this, and we bring out. We just go out there, sit out there at a campsite, and we just we just all night just cipher it up, dude.
That'd be awesome. Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. The cipher camping trip. Anyway, I have a lot of ideas. It's just some of them are going to be a little harder to accomplish.
Hey, we got a lifetime to accomplish them, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro, I may be 32, but I got at least another 52 on this earth left.
Hell yes. Hell yeah.
I'm going to be on stage with a crutch and a cane and a little earpiece, a little hearing aid thing going, what? What'd you say? Oh, yeah. Like,
you're going to be waiting on the greatest awaiting.
Yeah, this dude does that. Don't be sleeping on the greatest
Yo.
I'm gonna be on stage until the day I die. Matter of fact, I might just die on stage one day. That's how Ross gonna be.
Call the casket right there.
Yeah, if I die on stage, don't cry at my funeral, man. I want you all to celebrate. Big bro Mack leaving a legacy behind. We're here to stay, and that means I'm here to stay until the very end.
Hell yeah.
Fact. That's a big bro Mack fact right there. Or
big bro Mack facts.
Bit fact.
Bit facts. Bit facts. Bit facts. Oh, before we go, I gotta shout that out. Dino has a little show called Bit Facts with Big Cat, where he reviews artist songs, and you can submit your song for $50, and then he'll review it, and you can win a cash prize. I won a cash prize last week. Yeah, let's do it. Do it. Go check out that show. I'll link that in the description, along with all Mack's links.
Tag him.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
I can't wait for everybody to see this interview, man, because I've done a handful of interviews in the past, but I believe this one is the most sentimental, most personal one, because A, I know you personally, and B, I'm in the comfort of my own home.
Yes,
and also because
nice.
because this is dope, dude. This is dope. This is what we do, and we're gonna look back on this years from now and be like, yo, you remember that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Like, I'm looking at my desktop. I see me on stage looking over everybody, and I see you over there with the camera, and I'm just like, bro, the people that matter most to me are always gonna be, part of my life. From the beginning to the end. So thank you, Anti, for having me on the collective. Thank you for all tuning in to this as well. If you guys want to collaborate with your big bro Mack, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send him the information. He's going to post it in the comments whenever this is posted. So anybody wants to collaborate with me, it's pretty well priced, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not no big time big wig, and I don't ever plan to be like that. But I do got to pay my bills one way or another, and I do respect my craft. So
yes, sir.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Right. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, thank you, guys.
Good interview. Thank you. Gotta buckle down till I'm on my rich shit. Gotta get it in till I can sit back, looking at my dreams come true. Stacked in my office is the booth. Facts. Gotta hit a few tours, gotta see a few shores, gotta ensure that I perform in New York. Whole life ahead of me, figured out the recipe. Now I gotta cook and leave the rest beats.
Mack, don't be sleeping on the greatest and waiting to walk through the gate. Showing up, I'm making a statement. If I say something, no, I'm not playing. I'm saying we're here to stay, and nothing's gonna stop me from laying the pavement. But I'm a grind for the last year, that's a fact. I've made it through the trenches, so there's no turning back.